Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Jonathan Morningstar, and we are here again with Nana Ayebiafo Jnana, a mystic and a life coach. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Morningstar, I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, it's good to know.
I think the last time we met, we were discussing about how spiritual people get their informations. You made mention of um, omens, prophecies, astrologies, and the rest. Today we want to focus on omens.
Okay,
What are omens? Sorry.
okay. Thank you very much. Let's say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our viewers. We are very grateful for the fact that you're always watching our videos. We are grateful, so please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Transformation Era, and also try to invite your friends to also follow us. We do appreciate all that you do for us. So, like I said some time ago, there are 5 ways where the unknown is manifested to a psychic or a spiritualist before their manifestation. So, like I've been saying, the first one has to do with prophecy. So, the prophecy is where God Himself speaks to mankind to deliver a message. Then, from prophecy, we come to visions. Visions looks like dreams, but vision is a little bit different from a dream as well, because in case of vision, you are not sleeping. Probably you just sit and something happens and you see stuff. So that is vision. And a dream is when you sleep and probably things that are yet to happen manifest through your dreams. Then, so the dream is the third one. So the fourth one has to do with forecasting through the stars, the constellation, and all that. Then the fifth one is omens. So the same way visions, dreams, forecasting is able to review the unknown before their manifestation. Same way, omens are able to also signal us, give us information about some of the things we should be expecting. So, with the letter that I know, when it comes to omen, it is a very powerful science, and it starts from even our physical body. Our bodies alert us before the manifestation of some incidents in our life. Our body will first pre-inform us before their manifestations. And not only our body, the other living beings in our community, in our environment, their way of doing things, their postures, and the level of their movement and all that will also tells us what we should be expecting. Not only that, even the weather, how the weather relates to us, also is able to inform us of some things that is yet to come. So you can say omen now, a very deep, broad subject matter, and I think people should learn and understand, because to the best of my knowledge, I know that when I was a kid, my father knows a lot of things about some of these things. For instance, so back at first pan 34 without even watch, they were able to tell you time.
Yes.
They would just look at the position of the sun, and they will look at the size of the shadow, and they'll tell you, oh, Abobe do me, and Abobe is a do back, and whatever. They tell you, and you look at the watch, and it's the same. These are omens. Okay? Not only that, at times, the skies will be very cloudy, that today any layman is going to rain. But there are some few people, they can look at the position of the clouds, and they'll tell you this rain is not going to fall. And within 10, 15 minutes now, nothing, all the clouds, everything goes away. And at times, the skies might look a little bit cloudy, which will not depict, the signs of rainfall. But they'll tell you, let's run fast, do fast, because this rain is going. And truly, 10, 15 minutes now, it falls. These are all omens. But in fact, me, what I do use a lot is the animals are runners. Animals says a lot to us based on their movement, how they relate to us. So when I'm going out and I see animals crossing me, whether from left or to right or left, or probably they are just facing me or they are going parallel with me, meanings. It tells you what you're going to happen. So for instance, you're going for some interview, and then who say a moi, like animals, they are crossing you from right to left. It should tell you, say the very difficult for you. You're going for an interview and you see a lot of animals, maybe old driver. Now, but here, I'm more be brave. I'm cross from right to left. Or cause I know cross from right to left. Now, it's the door. I'm telling you that they could have a question on Zanka. Baby, could I make baby? You don't even have much faith. Baby, go so I now, but here, one so move from left to right. Left to right. It means that what you're going to do no will happen. You move your while, you feel there's some friction of your hands. It's like something is pulling your hand. You try and then nothing happens. I thought when you in the hand, I was also a blinky and what stop? It doesn't stop. These are all forms of information that our bodies give to us before the manifestation of those incidences. And these are termed as omens. I remember in our village when we were kids, there were some special birds. When they cry in the night, the following morning, for
real.
For real. No, you could see but anyone who is a villager like me knows that. True, that's the fact. First part, you're from Abayinuma, and then the OL.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another one, where tiny ones are two for no cost like that. Anytime they come around, almost the next day in the morning, you see, see, it's not like now. I say, we don't care. Somebody can even die and be in this room and we'll be here, nothing. But those that remember, it was not very common for people to die. So when somebody dies in our village, the whole place is quiet, and you can feel that something is gone. Now, no, I say I am so familiar with some of these things. You rough, but those that I remember very well, because me, maybe I feel like the end of the city or the town, so we were close to trees and stuff. So when we hear those crying, my father would say, "Oh, something bad is going to happen." And the following day, something like that happens. So these are omens. So people should begin to understand them, especially with how the animal, their movement and all that. When you're a driver, I've been telling people, before you have an accident as a driver, there will always be a sign, maybe an hour before the incident. You're driving and you have an accident, there will be some signs before. Nature will not just allow you to go and just face that situation without informing you. But it's very unfortunate that some of us, we don't even believe in this. I'm talking about those of us that are watching us. They don't believe, so they won't even pay attention. But when you're a driver, you should be careful. No matter how expert driver you are, nobody to make an accident anyhow. But even in some of these things, it helps you. It helps you a lot. Me personally, I have a lot of personal experience when it comes to some of these things. So I don't play with it. Me ko baby. Now me who say the omens in showing in now negative. For instance, over here now kwaa be hu te say odwan no a punch goat, dog, or a pig, black, or cross over from right to left. Now be 2-3 times. You should be very careful. Ubet me blast it 2 times at the same time. And now be here no when you na pot ke see da ho. Ubako shima manyasem. So these are ways that nature can sem chire. Some of these things, it might not be so easy for people to understand because and yet that question of school. And yet BB say 1 + 1 = 2, so you might not understand. But these are mystical signs that among for munimono or the ball mobra. So we wake up in the morning, now a negative omen, now a consistent that you should know what is happening. So them have pictures that says the damn one. I wouldn't say bohana back from team. You might think say ordinary, but we be no mystical understand will tell say be something about happening. You ever say be a mama wu papa wu some people because more picture wo them ho. Oh have the preoccupation back from team. Now breaking
A language.
A language is something you need to understand. Yes, because I make a nail about down on I 2 weeks, I 2 old that BBC. But you ask yourself, say, why that time? So some of these things, people should pay attention, especially when they're more or more cross your name, oko baby, and more mobile and channel. You should be careful. Like anytime I Uber driver, now belongs the cows, then she be bree. Now more cross with him from left to right. Be careful.
Left to right, rather.
Left to right. No, left to right is okay. Right to left.
Okay.
Anytime left to right is good, but right to left is negative. So when from right to left, so many cows, they cross like that. Be very careful, baby. I will do. I'm telling you this.
Nti obi a be saying atono then obey reverse.
So normally what you have to do is mystically. So especially when you are driving, now a bad omen. For instance, a more be across from a right to left, which is bad. The best thing is a quina on nam so no and yet busy route. Now show what you know who's a car be a bar just after baby crossing the year and over try no. Then you have to reverse and then move on again.
Oh, okay.
And the event say, I'm going this way. There may be 100 meters away from me. Me who negative omen. And more move right or more left. Which is negative. You take your time, you bypass where the cross happened, then you stop the car, you reverse, and then you move on. These are all natural laws. That when you do what you are saying is that whatever is yet to happen, you reverse that back and then you kind of break that kind of negative energy. Okay, but for instance, it be a motorway. Na cars be it do what you buy, we be a bit more create accident. So when it happens, what you do is mentally, I see myself stopping the car, reversing the car before moving. I do that mentally. And it's able to, cancel whatever negative energy away and See, all these things, I think I be before no. I don't know whether we believe we are too spiritual. And most of our so-called spirituality is nonsense. So people have seen so much nonsense of our so-called spirituality, and into what can be people don't say it. Recently, I don't know, I posted a video via Magra Help TV. Oh yeah. I think you call Germany also. Amount for padlock day.
Yeah.
Hundreds and thousands of padlocks. And this not in Africa, in Germany, the heart of Germany. I've been there before. Now, they say, like, I'm for worry front. When they get married now, love is deep, And you baby, I say, but no. Oh my God, now the love is very deep. When the love is very deep, they buy padlock and they take it to that area and not no padlock. So what they are doing is come out the boom say our dear no and these are white people. They're making a transformation in your page and so Facebook. Go back, who's a video no be a video no so many padlocks. And these are not blacks, they are white people. It means spirituality invite diverse ways, but we must try to understand spirituality is part of our life. But the most unfortunate aspect is the Africans, be spiritual. Be spiritual. We don't even use our intelligence. And the man here wrong. Yes, sir. Spirituality is part of our life. At times you wake up in the morning and say, you should be careful. Say left or the chile. Obi who had in some back can say all the time. Say arena yara fine. Go na kopa Dubai. Ni arena yarena on some kekawa. E wo the chile. Okay, so these are omens, and people have to be very careful. Me find Niagara because me how it is. I feel say nature talks to us through nature. Say what one has when you're careful. Now, won't see some of these things. Yeah, you might be committing so many mistakes. For instance, be making your bar now only more called dates. You guys are going for dates. There might be a match chat here for a long time, and you decide to go and meet him. Maybe more share baby, you go share or pub or you go share or restaurant, you go share baby. And I walk on because I make a car wouldn't drive. But car now with Timuna walk on. You can see, you are seeing all these signs. But now more almost free for no several like who be because we see free can no walk on behind no more 12 when you no more cross. It is time to have them where go share and what crank. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you might think they be any okay, but nature is talking to you, and you be an assault for the who can actually. So nature speaks to us. So at times when I say we should be more careful with how we do things. Now you're relaxed, we will be able to hear the language of nature. Okay, so it means this person is going to be a big trouble for you. Big trouble for you. Okay? So some of these things, and I don't know why people still don't get it. But I did see all the time. Only say I need say before say we baby say no. In your home popo, yes, say baby say baby see. Because we don't know. Okay, so omens are one of the ways, like I said before, our nature ever revealed normal to us. But we must learn them, we must implement them in our lives. Like Hare Krishna people, I remember those days that I was part of the preaching team. We used to go out for preaching. And we go to every town and village, everywhere. The hinterlands, everywhere we go. So normally when we are going, before we enter into the town, every devotee will pay attention. We want to see whether we will be successful there or we won't be successful. So as you are moving, right? Normally when you're going to villages, because they're rare or the animals, they have the pigs, the sheep, everything is just there. So we will see all those omens. At times we get to the town and there are people everywhere. Then because of the omens, we will say, no, we are not going to play here. Because the omens telling us that even though there are so many people gathered here, when we start our preaching here, we wouldn't be successful. So let us go. And at times, we go to some places, right before we enter into the town or the village, you see a lot of positive omens. We'll get to the middle of the town, and it's like the whole place is empty. Maybe in the afternoon, nobody's there. Everybody seems to have gone to the farm or something. And it's like, nobody's here. But because we know the power of omen, we said, no, even though no one is here, but we had all positive omens before. So let's just go and then do a preaching. We will start, assemble all our stuff. When we start singing, from nowhere, you see people are just trooping in. So omens, you don't play with them. They are very effective. I remember there's a story in one of the Bhagavatams. There was a guy who was born, and as soon as he was born, Caksus started crying, quail, quail, quail. So the spiritual people told the woman that this your child is going to be a demon. Kill him. The woman said, I can't kill him. He said, this is your boy, he's going to be the cause of the destruction of the whole dynasty. You can just imagine. This your son. He's going to be the cause of the destruction of the whole dynasty. So kill this baby, go and drop him in the river and kill him. And mother affection. He said, no, I can't do that. It's my son, I can't do that. And truly, if you know the story of the world, there's one battle that happened, and a similar one will happen. It's in the Bible, the Armageddon.
Okay.
The first one, the name was Kurukshetra. You can just Google it. The Battle of Kurukshetra. It is not the world war we're talking about, too. The Battle of Kurukshetra was one of the most worst battles the earth has ever fought.
Among humans.
Among humans. And a whole dynasty was destroyed because of that one single guy. The name was Duryodhana. One person. When he took his birth, the omens around, all the mystical people told the parents that you must kill this boy because this boy is going to be the cause of a lot of destruction. They didn't. And truly, the Battle of Kurukshetra was fought because of this one individual. And if you know history, the soldiers that died during the Battle of Kurukshetra, it's not an easy thing. The omens were there. So what I'm trying to say here is that omens are ways nature speaks to us, the ordinary people. You don't need to have a spiritual eye. For instance, you are an ordinary person. You are not a prophet. God is not speaking to you directly. So you don't have any power over prophecy. Okay, you're not gifted, you don't have visions. Or your dreams are not that good. So you can't benefit from dreams. Okay? You are not a psychic, so you can't do reading into the constellation of the stars. But at least the omens, when you wait to me, you don't need any spiritual ability to be able to understand omens. It is there for the ordinary people to know. The information is like a prophet. Now, when you're any good prophet or catcher, the information you are supposed to see through visions, but when you're gifted, you don't have any access to any visionary stuff. The information I think if I would die, but also because when you're talented when it comes to dreams. Or you are not a psychic to be able to read through the stars and the constellation and all the position of the moon and the planet, whatever. But at least with the omens there, you can see them around. Study them. It will guide you. So it's like among all the 5 ways nature offers us pre-information before their manifestation, omen is for the layman. You don't need any spiritual ability to be able to know omens.
Okay.
The other ones, here some kind of qualifications. So I will just suggest that so far my children will be, but me had that you were thousands and hundreds of them, different kind of omens.
Yes, I think I have a couple of them here. I'll mention it. So
okay, so I can explain. Yeah. So people should learn. Into your ordinary person, you can be going in Bible. I won't quite but one now omens, you can advise yourself.
So how does one differentiate between random events and omens?
No, see, the whole point, and say, what I know is that omens are a little bit consistent. For instance, there be a oko baby now drive. Na anya mwa obi na ekesi omo. By their own volition, you see them moving from left to right or right to left. You should understand, say, some information is being given to you. But everyone say behavior a nipa bi na dem wan na no na dey omo direction. It could be say a coincidence bi. But here we na bo na nwan omo free left, omo right, left, omo right, and right to left. Now you're consistent. And one area you are going and it's happening. And you're both ways. One side that you should understand say it's an information nature is giving you. Okay. So but if it's Simba could be a one Ayebiafo making wouldn't so much convince some of these things and you might not take it serious. But me who even one single movement like that, I take it serious. Because I feel that nature is talking to me and I've availed myself to the language of nature. People must understand that if you avail yourself to the language of nature, you'll be able to understand what nature is saying. It might not be verbal words, but those actions, it's actions speak louder than words. So those actions will tell you what is going to happen. So yes, your coincidences will, but me, I don't want to make any mistake. When I'm moving anything I see that to do with omens, I take them serious.
So are omens individualistic or they have general meanings?
It depends. There are some general meanings and there will be maybe little details as compared to other people, okay, based on the individual who is concerned here. Okay. The man is what came na obehena abua, like a black dog, a black goat, or a black pig, a crosso from right to left. I just said, driving now, be careful. Something might happen the one you're being an accident. A black dog, a black sheep, a black pig. Just say. So, when you just say,
Papa.
If you see these animals, three of them, these animals, black one, not a crosso.
Okay.
From right to left. I am telling you, so we are driver to because there is something ahead of you when you're being an accident.
Have you encountered some of these?
Oh, many times. I've encountered this many times.
Can you give us one scenario?
So, normally what I do, and I feel say it is a good thing for everybody to do if you can. Before I go anywhere, I have to find myself there before I go. It's to be at times, be days before. Even though I'll be here, but I'll see myself there. It means that I didn't go through any difficulties like that. I'll be able to get there. But at times, because at that very moment, that's why I try to project and see whether I'll be able to see myself there. So I was going to Sunyani and I was driving this car. And I was trying to see myself there. And see, I was unable to see myself. And I didn't necessarily because I'm organizing team. So I was like, what is happening? I tried like that. That means I was not seeing myself there where I was going. So I knew, say, something was going to happen on the road. So I was speeding because I am in Panama driving, so I had to move fast. To make so with him, Kumasi to Sunyani road in this year, you could be a Poku Krum.
Okay.
Ubefri KK, KKK, Krum, and then you go to Poku Krum. So from these two areas, in between these two towns, I say a descending as a valley Kakrebi to do and also be speedy. I'll be speedy, Papa. Mm-hmm. I was speeding. Even though I was speeding, I was careful. So now I'm in driver with two hands, maybe one hand. But this time I was holding with two. So maybe na me who say car ketwebi eba na nankura bi wo be npa be se 4 se 5 years number be 6 se omugina left eye on be so mo cross off nti my mind was there because now my dream say bibi betimi asi so as soon as I car ni twa mu na no na tipa truck ese so eba nti car ni twa mu a pe na nkura na wo ho no omo yese omo yire omo be cross kwan no and I was speeding nti omo so mo twa kwan mu a pe na hwe omo nyale say tipa truck na eba no so you closer so me be speed so omo nyina agina so all that I saw and say back de still no koy nti me hu no ade we make gbarabo mani so I was speeding and tipa truck is on the left side coming and I make say
okay
nti akra no ke the speed me speeding into no eze metumu sua wo nkakra say na on nko this side so me sua we say na ape na tipa truck no so ba te mene no and I me sua we say nti me car tires ni nyina we no e pajai
wow
yeah I do I make one so all the time driver side ni na pajai say nti me call ni say na me san call ni say still na tipa truck me say me ya me born to no so me yen see ya there 3-4 times and I'm koko park here nti me gina ya na ape na mo brade the amount for no ba me ho no mo say akra na otwa mu no oye deaf and dumb
oh okay
nti na adam kra because me hu ya ba me baben pi because kwa na no mo ba no e ho nye krom ahun say kwa me chen krom ne poko krom no kroni ye different ha ne ye kwa ye dentam enua wo ho side nti ho nye krom
okay
te pi wante na so na si ti o mo say o ye deaf and dumb I'm sure you pass me okay and we are making on my way going I was seeing the omens. It's something I forgot to say. Me who said I might not get there safely. No, I was careful, but I was seeing the omens. Now consistent. No man ebe two a. Obon say crows. Kwa kwando bi no.
Okay.
Omo sisi kwanu say o ya ben kwa no mo tuko benkum. De omo kwa no say omo ya ben ho na o ha say ko tuko bush ha no to befa. So all that was coming. I knew say something was going to happen. Now my say na ma have ni so for instance say bia na me ya call bi and I be kwa me ya de foforo bi o ha nka it would have been something else because na me nsa ba ko na so steer ni mu a nka me ba kokko pim truck no by na me say true no na ma so mu den nti me swerve kwa ni say no na truck ne ba no me swerve say no all the two tires na paja e see for me na me say dan bi like that you know so people I think I go in driving but me driving bi asa just say I knew say something could happen so now I didn't expect it. So say we are aware of something that we mu down so. And apart from that, me can say I check pa na me tamale. I check tamale na yeah tampo bi o could be o. I checked many years ago. I forgotten when. See na me decide na 207 from Tamale to Accra. See yeah ba no driver no na so me true speed be no mo ko no ba ko be san ba ko be san ba ko ho. But me who Omens no be 3 times or so. 100 meters, na black dog, a chum. 100 meters, na black goat, a chum, like that. Why not me catch the driver and say, me pacho, untonable. Because I mean, who am I say, cano? Untonable. Me can't want my cry, I said, I'm going to home from a new honor. That kind of thing. Why? He was going, like, I never signed, one of that sign. I said, that way, it's on Toba, Janamisi. Ampa na driver na pakika na say me see music.
Hey.
Ma na me see na me so onye me bag ma me. Nti kameti ni yi bag na me na man panyimu bi a o take no say ah. So and then mama ba de mu ade o. That time I was just a young devotee and that time I was powerful. Not now. Power is in ako.
Enemo.
When I started newly I was sharp. No, I'm remembering those days. I was just sharp. So, I said, "Nemu muadi na obi a trying to take it. I will free her or call a chisa. I can't mean it's a straight car. I said, "Yeah, baby, see, come and send a better to they are forgotten." But now 207 ibi. Nani pano say 1 2 bo be see. Not truly, we say what stop us own sink on. Hey, we have some serious you. The man the car is a boys in the say, okay, maintenance and uncle. Now I'm say, Oboko speed in the I would like to spend money for my or say yes, he is overturnable. The you know, yes, you in a pen about Kuna Yakosana or no sign. Yamitana can send 2 years. You can not turn about a ye queen be a careful so I can't money that only paid them come.
Wow.
So that time, because I was a monk, I was having this my seal, my hair. I have some top of hair here. Okay. Long, I was having long like this.
Yeah.
Yes, still be a bonam that my hair was so. You drew an upon me up and me and I say, well, papa we didn't come in because I foresaw said we were going to fix this way and you wouldn't know. A man can say, one day. I feel no be quiet okay. No? So I took advantage. Make like I have to people asking questions. Make yeah, be do it. I said that day about Kumasi to baby. I forgotten exactly that. Now I straight to Accra. I say Kumasi baby and baby. I check. We are making so many years.
Oh, okay.
So I don't tell people. But I check. I check. What was that? I check. I'm sure better. I was just a new spiritual guy who is very smart and sharp. Like I was smart and sharp. Trust me, I was. So let me say, I would give
no, why you referring?
Say, but I knew that me, it's not my time.
Okay.
So can be able to come because I know that my time. See, I thought is what I advise you know, over 20 broadcasts. I can't come here. So some of this happens all the time.
Yeah.
But we don't know. Especially man would drive VIP buses, no. I will come no. Munsia deal with TNA. All those drivers now, you know, you must learn this. We a driver. Who drive TNA. Say ya no pa, eye wia, eye najo. Now say a more air cross from right to left. Be careful. Say right, left to right is positive, no problem.
So there's nothing you will do about that.
No, because it's okay.
Okay.
It means say when you okay. So almost free left and echo right. It means say when you okay. And just say you should be careless, but I just say when you know there's nothing. But once you move free right now, more left. It means say ebia some pothole be a daha winning, and maybe quite care be says the carefulness winning, and now there's some problem ahead of you, and I be or ties and impo. It be yabe pie, and I will be develop some problem be a see one pay ya obit many accident. No one who take it time. But say the American you might take it lightly, but it's serious, especially among my drivers and you know. Oh, come baby, when you be a business transaction be on your way. Now, all these bad omens, now it is telling you say you should be very careful because a bit to me, I said they could have okay. They say you better back, the movement. They say one way a president candidate, you know, 10 biana will take a number of there be all these bad omens in here. It's telling you that you might not even have any favors. So omens are very, very important. And I expect to say people should learn because you don't need any qualification to know this. And this is the prophecy, any visions, any dreams, any predictions, and we hear some mystical energy to do this. You know. With omens, you know, obi bia no bit to me and access to this information. Only say we must learn. To say I'm a obi bia our hands is see. I also be taking the American serious, not your driver, no. Going forward, you know, obey to keep precautions. A bit saved from some terrible situations one day.
Thank you very much. But your omens be waha. Make kind of out loud now. Watch you move. When your hands or eyes keep twitching.
Okay. So when your hands are twitching or your eyes are twitching, say as when you know about pre. I said, what is that? Can you be in what's a baby hot? Say your left is a sign of an impending calamity. Bibi baby see enye. It could be death. It could be serious ailment. It could be some accident. When say one sabinkum, when ni binkum, when na binkum na etechi na puli. It's a sign of an impending calamity. But once when ni right no, and now once right and now right no, and so air teacher is a sign of an impending opportunity, something that on planet ya good ever be see. So nature is telling you these good things are yet to happen. So obey you should right side, then that say these things are about happening.
And if you see these things, are you to, maybe the negative ones, are you to consult your spiritual father to cancel them out, or you can do it yourself?
You see, normally I will say Obi Bia with the ability to help himself or herself. So as I would the Usian Paibo, now see how I see like those that have been following me on social media. I have taught so many spiritual things. There might be some of these signs that you don't need to come and call Jnana. You can just go and some of these things I've been teaching, you go and do it. A beware for protection. Okay? And I will some of these things. No one can say our life or so no one try live life in the way very favorable to God. What do I say? You know, yes, if you decide to go and speak to a spiritualist, that's okay. But I would say, so you follow me, my children, many things. Do some of these things a bit me safeguard because I know I have a very favorite daughter, very favorite one. So now what the forecast and say there was going to be some accident. So may I aware and or friend me but I said, Daddy, this is the period that a woman say many accident, so I have to be careful. Now I'm so on your careful. Driving to be on your careful. So just after some few weeks, a few days time no beso no. Na ni left no, o sitem bia tricky like all the time. Sitem bia so Daddy, many no still enjoy you. Now I'm saying nya. Finally something terrible happened. And because Oya went, she was able to safeguard herself. Into some of these things, people should not take it lightly. Your left side, your eye is twitching, your hand is pulling, your legs. You should be careful. Something a calamity ahead of you. So when you side that, you should be expecting something positive is going to happen.
Okay. Animals die in front of you.
Like, say what driver?
Example. When
like
you are driving. Yes. An animal, hitting an animal.
No, it depends. If the omen is from, say, the right to the left. I mean, from the left to the right, which is negative. Now, who say, what it means is you are yet to enter into a terrible situation. You will try your best to safeguard yourself. But at the end of the day, it's going to happen. Okay? So say because it's here.
Okay.
Say be I make it before then, and our boy be cross me na me born now. It means there's going to be a situation that is terrible. I will try to safeguard myself. But I know they say be see.
But it affects too much.
No, the ukuma born it means be see they could be see. You better try your best to say be safeguard on there, but it's going to happen.
Okay.
What I say? And I say from binkum and if you right. From
left to right is always positive.
Left to right is always positive.
Okay.
So the first example in my mind here, abuano free right, and I call left, which is negative.
Okay.
And I ukuma abuano. Actually say something negative is about going to happen in front of you. You will try yourself to safeguard yourself, but still na nebisi.
Okay.
But here's the case, and abuano free binkum no oko difa, which is supposed to be a good thing. So it means ahead of you, something positive is there. But one here, one kasa onoma basa yenti you must create problem for yourself.
Okay.
You know what I say?
Okay.
It's supposed to be a good one. And I would can one. So what it means is something positive ahead of you. But one here, obey the Uber abuse. That's what I'm going to say like that.
Okay. Seeing the same numerical numbers always.
Yeah, if you see the same numerical number, for instance, 1111, 4488, it is very positive. What it means is it is the high vibrational energy. You know, your energies. So when your vibrational energy becomes very high, you are able to depict into some of these things. And don't forget, the numbers be also the HRE. Okay, into be 111 the meaning. 22 the meaning. But then a positive because it's a sign of high level of vibrational energy. So you'll be out there who numbers. Unya fa watch about 1111. Ebia wo number who can be number when you bounce no ebia GR 1111. Ebia wo number people who say ya tro sign bia boda ho be 1111. So who said the repetition of same numerical numbers is a sign of high vibrational energy. It means that you the person no over a little bit sensitive to subtle energy. Nti ene na ma quantity a nature pinpoint those kind of special numbers to you no. So no 100% positive.
Wow. It's omens no obia betimi ate ase and I just say chew ase answer.
I say chew. I say no na mystical and spiritual in a way. I say before I bet my surgery no just say chew. Odim guys can book can quantity no bet my surgery no be come obi. So somebody must teach you like the way you swing like those basic ones that me body say obi etia obetimi atwato na be part of you to swing idea we the china BBC obetimi ate ase. But with me no even new things I mean who be other no esia I'm able to deduce say the see no actually say
okay
because I've been doing this for a very long time no you create some kind of subtle energies that be near my understanding nti e I mean who that na happen na an omen I'm able to deduce the meaning of that because I'm a little bit familiar with subtle energy.
Okay. So aside these, do you have any other omens you like to teach us?
There are many omens. I don't know whether I can pinpoint any. When I'm to say ukura odama ofa de na afia to fam. So means what head and so on. As one am say bibi kura wana atofom. Always offer an atofom.
Now we fukra.
Say ohun sa. What it means in it say there is an opportunity. A great opportunity, but you will lose it.
Okay.
At the papa be winning, then so ube losing completely. Okay? And you know, what you have to do is say, offer then out of him. When you say, the papa be winning, but ube lose it. There you can make an interview be. And I would can say experience we are. So ube to me change the date for the interview. Because our business transaction be. And now who say, what the it means that something is about happening. So no one plan it properly. Say idea will be to me change and what change. Because make a some remedial classes be. Or the chance to choose a date for yourself. But who experience is say idea could want to it means that something ahead of you are good, but will lose it. Then you can reschedule.
And are there omens for spiritual attacks?
Oh yes, why not? There is.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, many a times, maybe we say a dream koso. When somebody have a spiritual attack against you, your normal is see our physical things in. For instance, you have your phone, you have reception on it, a material gadgets, but over friend number be free be anko. And yes, be a networking in a problem. But over free be jinaswa and one can say a switch off another thing. Something you need so hard. Yeah. It is not going. It could be a sign of spiritual attack. Because any spiritual attack be an educumnipa. It be where they say what they. And they be called coyang away and a call be a business and no zikasem. But obedience and one can say the number is switch off or maybe a wrong number. Obedience so some of these things happens. At times we might say, oh Ragram, you are yawning. Like a common when but you yawn anyhow. It could be a sign of spiritual attack. And there are many things like that. You're not somebody who itches, but you feel itches at the back of your spine. I say, what is there? It could be a sign of spiritual attack. So there are some few omens that even in physical things that are a sign of spiritual attack. So omens, a very deep subject matter. And I would say people should learn. Because when you start learning, you have the interest to learn more. Going forward, you'll be interested and would like to go into this deeply. So that is it.
Like I said, some time ago, because my cousin, Enyumra Okoja Mekwan. But not in Scomedy, man, no means you want to. Tonight, but I make a chance in Scomedy, it's coming also, you drew shop, I bet to you. Your pan shots be brave when man thought science, See, I can't create Drew filling station, be no. Yeah, quite I say no. Send us coming them in the yes, I chinko to you. It's not short bill. Ye cheap. It's your done, you want your to you na car be the speed. Fire home. A koyako ball be manipulated instantly. I make us say, I don't know you see on the hot.
Na how na be
Shops
yes, it's a sign of omen.
Wow.
Okay, it's a one try say obekwa kope nsu no one na kamoko na ebi kwa na accident na kamobeka ho bi. So like I'm saying, nature has been speaking to us all the time. So we just have to be careful and then be receptive to subtle energies. It is so important because trust me, okay. There are many things that we don't know, but if we position ourselves to be very receptive to subtle energies, it helps us. And we should try to understand things that happen around us. We must try. So the Bible say, "Onipa kotetia nchen na akosua nyansa." You know tetia, the ants.
Yes,
See the way omo act, they are smart. Omo ni uta mansu beto. Say nsu eto no mo abontia, they might all die. So before you do rainy season, no, omo tu bon, omo hold ten. Na omo packing nuane bebre de agum. Tomo ya before the rain starts, no more they are there 3 abona no. So some be shame 1 week kura na they will survive there because they aduane wo haize omudi. The Bible say yensu free mu aho. So all the beings around us in actually some special thing. So we just have to pay attention and learn. Nipa ye true no kura do. We are true my we think that we know everything. But it's never true. There are many things that we don't know. Just recently I saw something on CNN. Almost discover the 8th continent. Meaning the movie at here.
Ape.
Huh?
Ape.
Say you have 7 continents. 8th continent. Almost yes, 300 something years in here. Science of whom here.
And maybe I said that na ye ni man.
Because even earth and ye nim no, that's what it means. It means that the whole earth and ye young so baby ye. Me who CNN and yeah baby a fake news. CNN. Almost say scientists after 375 years, 370 something years, and almost discover an 8th continent. And all this why science of money job will be in and still not be home. See, what I'm saying is, we are so be a name be so Kakana would name to be soon in Bibi no can no was Canadian. So I will just urge you. Omens are very important in our life because we need any Ubehusun. Who need the gift of dreams? Who need the power to have visions? You don't have the mystical energy to do forecast calculation and all that. But at least, omens are physical things that run us. Nature and nature to be bit learn. And do with me and who see we young guys when you're full be there. Now omen be different in no learn.
News no grand BBC News. I would say it took scientists 375 years to discover the 8th continent of the world, which has been hiding in plain sight all along.
See? 375 years of scientists. Our more satellite almost everywhere, no? 375 years, no? I don't know the whole people moving. So what he's saying is that one person cannot claim that he knows everything. Until you name be no big can you take time and listen.
Okay. So before we go, is eating in your dream a form of omen?
No, eating in your dream is also a form of an information that nature wants to offer to you.
Okay.
And I've said it several times. Also, it might mean many things. But one of them, they say, that anytime, at times, you say, you can say it's fine. But be consistent. Now, also, they know you did all the time. Ya did be a boa, open brepans and the way to me. But the eating in dreams, say any other things you could see, it can also represent spiritual marriage.
Okay.
Because when you say will be or what spiritual marriage, I a very serious one. No. So any pan apart from all the other dreams will be or better also that I say, oh, did you what they it's a sign of spiritual marriage as well. But I would the end of the day, and I was so then no be one year, they be about and a corner brepans and what to me.
Okay. So I think moving forward, we have to pay attention and listen to the language of nature.
Pay attention to our environment. There are many things we can learn.
Okay.
The birds, the beasts around us, and many other things around us. You pay attention because Nina and Sikwa, and so many things. But unfortunately, most of the times we are not ready for these information. Do you see? Said the science for take you almost 375 years, almost in their plain sight, this 8th continent is there, but all this why they have not seen it. They're banning so much to see it. You say, I feel no more pay attention. So paying attention to the little details in life, Very important.
Okay. Nana Ayebiafo Jnana, thank you for your knowledge.
It's a pleasure having me, sir.
Thank you very much. And please, if you've not liked this video, kindly click on the subscribe button, and then click on the notification icon to get more updates. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.